Hi, this is Goggett, and I'm making this video as a warning to all you viewers out there. I'll give you a little background on what happened to me, and then we'll go from there. I was looking up for a serial number on a gun what I had, which is a FIE Derringer. This is the FIE Derringer right there, and I'll show it to you, and it's not loaded or nothing. As you can see, it's not loaded. I wanted to find out when this Derringer was made. So what I did is I went to a website, and I was looking. I put it in the Google search, and went to a website, and it said FIE Derringer serial numbers. And I said, oh, that's just exactly what I need, because I wanted to find out the date when this was made. I know that FIE went out of business and quit making these Derringers back in the 1980s. So I just wanted to see when it was made and maybe approximate value of it. So I clicked on that website. Whenever I clicked on it, I don't know if this happened to you viewers out there, but a white screen comes up. A white screen comes up and it says that your computer has contacted a virus, and to call this number. And I'll give you the number. It said 1-888-479-6340. That's the number what it said to call. And down at the bottom was a blue button what says OK. Do not push that button, whatever you do. If you get this, do not push that button, because once you push that button, then you really messed up. Your computer is really screwed then. I knew that Microsoft never contacted you if you had a virus. You have to contact them or go another route. So this threw the red flag up. Always remember that Microsoft will never ever contact you if you have a virus. Don't fall for this. And this was on the TV down here on Tornado Alley, Texas, where a black gentleman got the same pop-up, and he clicked OK, and he called that number. They went in and told him that it was going to cost this much to so much to have his virus removed, and wanted his credit card number and also his bank account number. Needless to say, the elderly black gentleman gave it to him. They cleaned out his bank account and also cleaned out and charged up his credit card, and that's messed up. I know by just you don't do stuff like that, because I know about Microsoft and I know how Microsoft works. So that threw the red flag up right there. So what I did is I've got Geek Squad protection with Best Buy and the Geek Squad. They're fantastic. They removed the virus, and also tuned up my computer and got it back running the way it should be. But it took them 3 hours to do it. So I'm just giving you a little bit of warning there. And something else what I did is I went ahead, and after all this took place and I got my computer back up and running, I turned my computer off and I called this number. I called this number and told them that I got a white screen with a pop-up what says OK, and I went ahead and pressed the OK button, which I did not, but I told them I did. And they said that was good. They said I did the right thing. So they told me to go ahead, and they're going to help me get rid of my virus. And they told me that since I was at my computer screen and everything, am I at my computer screen? And I told them, yes, I am. I'm at my computer screen, and I'm looking at it right now. They said, that's good. They said, go ahead and press the Windows button and the R key. I told them, is that the one with the red button? He said, and it was a gentleman what had like an Indian accent overseas. And when I was talking to him on the phone, I could hear there was a bunch of people in the background just cluttered, just talking. So apparently, I knew this was a scam, so they're scamming people left and right. And I told him, I said, I have a red button. He told me that I shouldn't have a red button. And I told him, I said, well, I have a red button. Is that the one I need to push? He said, where is it at? And I told him the location of it. He said, yeah, press that. So I told him I went ahead and pressed that in the R key. They said, what do you see? I said, I see a box come up. They said, ooh, that's good, very good. Now type this in the box. And they said, type in a series of combination of letters and numerals. So I told them I was sitting back. I said, okay, I already did it. They said, what's happening now? I said, well, now it's coming up where it has like a password. He said, oh, that's good. And go ahead and type in your password and everything. And so I told him I already got a password typed in. He said, well, what's happening now? I said, well, nothing's happening. And I said, now it went back to the white screen with the blue button. He said, it shouldn't do that. I said, well, it did it. So he says, do this, turn off your computer, which I already had it off. So I said, okay, I turned off the computer. I waited a little bit, sitting there, you know. I drank me a Lone Star, enjoying my Lone Star beer. And then come back, I guess it was about 2-3 minutes later. And I told him, I said, it's coming up now, and it's going through the cycle. And he said, what do you see now? I said, white screen with the blue OK button. He said, press the OK button. I said, okay, which I didn't. And I said, I pressed it. He said, what do you see now? I said, a little box. He said, oh, that's good. So anyway, he said, type this in. So I went ahead and told him I typed it in, which of course I did not. And he told me, so what do you see now? I said, I see a blue screen what has my password and says to put my password and everything in. He said, ooh, that's good. He said, type in your password. Then when I told him I did it, he said, what do you see now? I said, a white screen with the blue OK button. He said, that's impossible. He said, you can't be seeing that. I said, well, I'm seeing it. I'm looking at it right now, which of course I wasn't. So I went ahead and he says, that's not possible. And I said, how is it not possible? He said, because he said, the way the program is, you shouldn't see that. I said, well, I'm looking right at it. He said, well, go ahead, and he said, press the Windows button and the R key. And I told him, I said, is that the one with the red button? I said, but then again, I said, I don't know, because I have a red button, a pink button, a blue button, a black button, a brown button. And I said, which one do I need to press? He said, you shouldn't have any colored buttons. And I told him, I said, well, I said, you know, I said, I'm on government assistance and everything. And I said, I can't afford to have a good keyboard. So my brother kind of rigged this one up with parts from here and there and Legos and such. You know what I mean? And he says, a Lego. I said, yeah, I have one what has a Lego, like it's we lost the key to it, so it's a yellow Lego there, and then there's another one and stuff. And I said, I got one with a little frozen decal down here, you know. And he said, I don't understand what you got. And I told him, I said, well, what I've got is I've got a computer. I said, what has a virus? And I said, you need to take care of it. He said, oh, don't worry about that. We will take care of it. So he said, I have to go contact my special technician supervisor. I said, go do that. So while he was going off and doing that, I was sipping on my Lone Star beer. I'm having a time with these guys. And they finally come back, I guess it was about a minute or two later. And the guy told me, another Indian gentleman, and he told me, he says, I am the special technician supervisor for Microsoft. I said, oh, really? I said, well, maybe you can help me out then. He said, I hope I can. I said, well, I hope you can too. Need to get this virus taken care of. And he said, which website did you go to? I said, I went to a website with a gun website with FIE serial numbers. He said, oh, that's good. That's a good website. I said, how can it be a good website when I call it a virus? And he says, no, I didn't mean that. What I mean is good that you went to the website. I said, no, that's not what we're talking about here. So we went ahead and he said, well, let me go ahead and do this. He says, we can get around all this. He said, do you have a bank account? I told him, no, I don't. He said, do you do your banking on like on your computer and such? I said, I don't have a bank account. I said, I'm on government assistance. And I said, I stand in like a cheese line, get free every other Tuesday down here. They give free cheese, butter, and rice. And I said, I stand in that line to get it. And he says, do you have a credit card? I said, I don't even have a job. How am I going to have a credit card? So he's like, okay. And he says, well, he says, it's going to cost you $199 to go ahead and get this virus off. I said, really, $199? And I told him, I said, I said, so it's going to cost me that much to get it off. He said, that's what it's going to cost. I said, there's no other way around it. He said, no. He said, you got to. That's what Microsoft charges. I told him, I said, since when does Microsoft charge to have a virus removed? He told me that as of 2015, which is totally bull, that they started charging for every service. I said, oh, really? I said, I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of that. I said, where are you out of? He said, California. And I told him, oh, really? What part of California? He told me, he said, right around the Fresno area. I said, be more specific. Are you in Fresno, or you're out Fresno, or where are you? Are you in a house or what? And he goes, ha. No, we're not in no house. We're down here in Microsoft. I said, okay, so you're in Microsoft. And I told him, so that's the only way I can get it removed. He said, that's correct. That's when I told him, I said, you know what I think? I said, and I know you're running a scam. I said, you're running a scam. I said, you're scamming people out of their money and everything on this little thing what you have going. I said, I know that for a fact because the whole time I've been talking to you, I said, my computer has been turned completely off. And you're having me, want me to do this and do that. And I said, I've already took care of the problem. And I said, I've got the virus removed. And then it was click. So there you go. And what I've been doing is on this number is 1-888-479-6340. I've been calling them every day and putting them through the same stuff. I mean, I do it every day on a daily basis because, you know, I look at it like this. I'm going to have my fun. They thought they would have their fun on me. It didn't work. So now it's time for me to have my fun. And I call them every day. Every day at various times I call them and tell them, say I have this pop up. And I think it's just fantastic that I do that because I said that is a pleasure of my highlight of my day right there is when I can call these people and give them a hard time just like they're giving everybody else. This is totally bull. They shouldn't be out there doing that. They shouldn't be scamming people trying to get their credit card information, banking information. It's because they're too lazy to get a job. That's what it is. They're too lazy to get a job and get out there and work for their money, so they're doing this. And who knows where they're at? Who knows? They might be on the other side of the world, which I really don't care. I had one of them one time call me and told me that he was going to come and blow my house up. And that was the one yesterday. He said he was going to blow my house up. I said, well, that's fine. I said, just go ahead and come down here, and I said, blow it up. I said, that's no big deal to me because I said, we'll settle it whenever you get here. And by by me saying government assistance and referring to that, I wasn't referring to anybody what might be on government assistance and receiving benefits. Don't take me wrong. I was doing that to get back at these people and tell them, let them know that hey, I ain't got no bank account, I ain't got no credit cards, and I'm not making in any way making fun of anybody. I'm not making fun of anybody what's on government assistance, and I don't want anybody to take me wrong and to take me like that, because there's people out there what needs it, and they really need it. I mean, I know people what's on government assistance, and it's no big deal to me, and I don't want you viewers to take me wrong as that I'm cutting them people down, because I'm not. I'm not cutting anybody on government assistance down, because there was a time in my life when, believe it or not, I was on government assistance, and I really was. I mean, there was a time when I was, and they helped me out. I got back on my feet, and hopefully that's what these people will do, will get back on their feet. I just don't want anybody to think that I'm making fun of these people, because I'm not. That's not what this video was about. This video was to show you, and just don't click on that button. Whatever you do, if you get that, do not click on that button. And that's what this video is about. I appreciate all you viewers out there and subscribers, and y'all take care.